here we are trying to read the hand of a person, and this is his right hand. We find the structure of the hand to be very good, and the amounts, like this is the amount of Venus, it appears to be prominent. The amount of Jupiter is also reasonably prominent. By prominent we mean that it has got good padding and good skin is covering over it. These are basically not bony hands or hands where you just feel the bones. There's appropriate amount of skin which is covering over the fingers as well as the palm, which automatically means a good structured palm. A weak structured palm is like weak fingers, as well as a palm when we try to hold and shake the hand, it's kind of we feel as if we are just holding bones. So a hand that is fluffy, as we see out here, and the amount of Venus to be prominent, it automatically means good amount of energy levels. Energy levels and vitality and stamina. These people basically love good life, they love beauty, they love art, they have grace in every action, they love good food, they know what good food is, and if they are working, if they have a bad environment around themselves, basically they don't like it. They like a very good environment around themselves, and they prosper in a good and beautiful environment. We also find here that the heart line, this is the heart line. The heart line is quite distinct and clear. Clarity of the heart line plays a major role in a success. We see that the heart line is quite clear. It means that if the heart line is clear, it means that the person can cope up with stress, and however challenging the situation there might be in their life, they basically overcome those challenges and they prosper. And it basically means that they are able to channelize their energies towards their goal if the line doesn't have too many branches over it. When there are too many branches, if there are too many branches like these, it basically means distractions in life. At the starting period, we see these kind of branches, but we should ignore these. We shouldn't say that if there were branches along the heartline, that would not be considered to be good. But in the initial period, if there are like 3 prongs, then it is considered to be good. These people basically make like they have got a very good social standing, and they sit among high people of high position. And the heartline, whenever starting under the mount of Saturn, this is the mount of Saturn, the second finger, it means that the person is materialistic, and they are more physical kind of people. They love physical love more, and these people are not basically emotional people, but these people are useful people, and they basically help others, although they might have something in their mind like they could benefit from the help they provide to other people. Even if a servant is working under these people, basically they would be much more happy because they take care of what their servants require, like all the material needs these people basically provide for. Because these are materialistic people, they know that things work, the whole everything works through business, and if they do not provide material needs, their workers won't be able to concentrate on their work, and they would not be able to perform. So basically they provide for the material needs and get the most out of these people. In other cases, if the heartline was starting from the mount of Jupiter, it would mean idealism and sensitivity, but we don't see this particular aspect. but what we see is that the heart line is curved towards at the starting point. It means that the person is highly passionate by nature and they love to display their emotions, and they can't keep emotions in check, and these people are always passionate. Whatever they do, there is some passion in their work. As far as the first finger goes, this is the area for religion, administration, and politics. And if we find a line rising from the headline, this is the headline, it means that these people rise up to high position in their life. It could be any kind of administrative position or position in their own business, like they would have a good hold over their own people, or they would have a very good organizational abilities. All these abilities we are seeing if there's a rising line over the mount of Jupiter, and this area should have any of these mounts should have least amount of lines. The lesser the lines, the better it is considered to be. There shouldn't be horizontal lines. Horizontal lines basically decrease the quality of the mounts. These upward lines like these, this is a money line, this is a sun line. So these are basically good lines. So this person would automatically get a high position, and these people basically are forward looking, and Jupiter is basically for expansion. So this line basically means the person wants expansion in their life. Then we move on to the headline again. We find that the headline is kind of curving downwards. Whenever the headline is curving downwards towards the mount of Moon, this is the mount of Mars and this is the mount of Moon. So if it's curving towards the mount of Moon, it means that the person is highly imaginative and visualizer. They are very good visualizers and highly romantic by nature. And we see if there's a balance between the head and the heart line, both lines are nearly the same of same length. It automatically means that the person is has got normal thought process and feelings, and there's no abnormality in his emotions or his thought process. And whenever the headline is curving downwards, it means that these people might be good at business as well. Although whenever the headline is curving downward, it means impracticality. But at the same time, even businessmen should have good amount of visualization skills. Like if somebody comes to, if these people are selling a product and a customer comes in, and they have to sell it at a loss. So these people have a tendency that even they are foreseeing future, that the customer who has come to them might be of might give them bigger orders. So possibly these people basically have a tendency that they visualize and see if the person is of use, and they would give a discount and probably gain from the same customer at a later stage. Now we move on. We move to the mount of Venus. Venus, I have told you. I've already told you that Venus, if it's good, it basically means a good amount of vitality and stamina. So, and there's also great amount of warmth in them. The sexual life is also seen on this particular mount. If it is good, and the amount of Mars is also good. Mars is for aggression, and this is the Venus area. So Venus, if good, it means they have got a great amount of ability to give love and take love, and it means that they would have a really good sexual life as well. We will just move on to another image this person has sent. We find here that the lifeline, we are just seeing the lifeline out here. the lifeline is going, there are many lines which are going downward like here. Downward lines are not considered to be good. Downward lines are basically losses, loss of health or loss of wealth. You can see that there are many lines which are moving downwards towards the mount of moon. It means losses, loss of health or loss of wealth. But at the same time, we find that there's a supporting lifeline all along. So this basically saves this particular person in time of need. This is the early period of life. This is between 18 to roughly this is 18 to roughly approximately 45. During that period, there is a supporting lifeline that automatically means that whatever problems might come, there would be a solution, and he would basically overcome any of these problems. We do find here that again the amount of Venus is good out here, and the money line is coming. A money line that is running close to the lifeline means that benefits coming to this person through his own efforts or through family. But whenever the money line is coming from the mount of moon, it means benefits coming to this particular person from either mother's side or after marriage. They do much better, probably because of more responsibilities coming to them. See, left hand is not the hand to refer to. Left hand is the passive hand and right hand is the active hand. Yet we see the left hand also to see signs if they're correlating on the palm. What we see is that the main money line, if we consider this to be the main money line, so it is starting at an early age but ending somewhere at this point. So at approximately 30, one work stops. But before it stops, there's another line that has developed and reaching till the headline. So approximately at the age of 27 or 29 to 29, we see a new work developing, but that too ends on the headline. So it means at the age of 35, the person is likely to change his work. We also further go and check out how the money line is on the left hand. A new line develops somewhere before it crosses the headline. So somewhere at this point a new work starts, that's 33 to 34, and it reaches the heart line, and then there's a slight curve towards the mount of sun. It's like kind of curving a little bit towards the mount of sun. So in all, this line is good, and we don't have too many lines over the mount of Saturn. Having lesser lines over the mount of Saturn is always good. It basically means that the Saturn mount is not giving any bad qualities, and many rich people don't have any line over the mount of Saturn. So do not be worried if a line is straight away not going till the mount of Saturn. Now we move to the sun line. Sun line out here is not very distinct and clear, so it creates some doubts in one's life. It starts somewhere at this age 44, and then it runs from the heart line till here. So the age is approximately, this is age 53, and that's and there are two lines. So two works coming to this particular person. We do find that the heart line in the left hand has got few branches